Karen's comparison sites in Europe. Longing to tour Europe without spending all of your entire life's savings? Longing to catch the action happening in places such as Paris, London, Rome, Budapest, Moscow, or perhaps Belgrade? Then what are you waiting for? Grab a copy of the Harvard Student's latest publication, an informative guide to Europe. What makes this 320-page guide in a soothing blue paperback cover uniquely superb is that it has so much wit and substance which many guides don't contain. The widely open dining halls during summer give way to the passage of many resident and foreign students as well. They have food of all types, from the most unsavory ones doled out in grubby swarming cafeterias to the most wonderful delicacies served in a very luxurious ambience. To maximize your Europe tour and meet your counterpart without breaking the bank, you ought to make use of the student inns available that are easily found throughout Europe's chief cities. In actuality, these are college dormitories rehashed to become student inns during the summer and caters to students and tourists alike. Or if one finds himself camping in Russia, you will be charged $1 per person if you carry your tents and bedding. Due to the throng of people that crowd inside their tents at the spaces available every year, it becomes a duty for people to plan their toilet or shower trip to avoid unnecessary delays. For just 10 to 15 cents you can have a nice warm shower at some points of the day, but you will always have some cold running water in the water basins. One need not be a student to get some tips on some England pub crawling tours or on some sweet wine tasting events in France. There are special sections on each and one on how to buy artworks too. To grab hold of the nightlife information you've been dying to have, you don't really have to be a student to know facts on these 50 cities and regions in more than 19 countries, also taking in Germany, Israel and Turkey with it. All that are within this book are gathered by the students who are tasked to check on every single hotel and pensions, dining areas and cafes where a tourist from the US can have a decent meal and place to sleep and enough money on hand for some fun activities. The goal is to see the interesting ways of touring Europe without breaking the bank. We feature nightclub sections since discotheques and nightclubs are a fascinating way of meeting Europeans of both sexes. For every chapter that highlights one specific European country, there are segments that include pertinent information on the following: how to get around restaurants, hotels, board and lodging, nightlife venues, and even sites and excursions. There is also some adequate information about working in Europe's student holiday venues, where room, board and entertainment. That also includes instructions in adventure trips like scuba diving or mountain climbing, plus transportation and tour rates for students that complement these activities. In 1960, the first copy of this book was published as a 20-page mimeograph pamphlet given out for free to people traveling on flights with Harvard students.